For this part of the live stream video is now being prepared to go on the set as part of the full walkthrough. Hello everyone and welcome back to part 66 in the Crew 2. Part 65 in the last video since I just been participate in Dominion Forsberg on Motorflix Season 6 in the first episode, as I've been participate to have 5 events to be using on drip, street racing, touring car, and rallycross disciplines. But also because challenges will be made and reducing amount of bloopers and outtakes to be reduced on the previous part of the content video. But don't worry, just going to be make sure to have this to be updated until the current one is about to be set and go record in session. So this will have to take a quick detour for this part of today's video segment, as I'm about to be ready to go back onto Dominion Forsberg number 6. How about taking 2 drip events to be located right next onto the Jersey racetrack. This one is now being recently to be brand new as part of the new track. It's going to be located in the east coast of New York City, right next onto the Bayonne. That location is now being known as Drip Park. 2 different separate course layout is now being yet to be seen, and this one is very much more perfect to have this most fine course out there right next onto the Jersey racing track. So this one has to be featured to have 2 drip events to be on the first track and second track. But all I can say is this will be doing 2 events on drip discipline is going to be tested and go style in drifting on the asphalt. This will be doing perfectly and go quick travel to, as I'm about to be prepared and set to be prior to be on episode 2 in Dominion Frozen. It's all about drifting on the track ever since from the launch update on Dominion Forsberg in episode 1 on Motorflix season 6. You know, this is going to be quite doing more awesome and very excited to see how drift vehicles depends on American muscle cars, Japanese tuner cars, and European high-performance vehicles. But this will have to take 1 courtesy vehicle to be selected to be set and good to go. All I have to do it is going to have to choose with the Nissan 370C Pro Drip as part of the Forsberg Racing to be step in and see how it turns out to do the main per level on the maximum at 240. Gonna have to take this part of the detour to go on the main segment, and this time I'll have to get back and go in progress to see how the condition is about to be met. So here I go, folks. 3 seconds and go for the green to have a good chain combo of drift.
Let it go and you've got this.
Alright, looks like first track is going in. This part of the event, as I've been went here during the live summit event on Smoking Tires as the first rerun. This one is now being seen to have a perfect line around the track, so you guys really might need the drip last longer for every 3 laps. Very much more excited and very amazing to go extreme. Let's see how the skills on this first track is going to be last longer without any stopping on the main chain combo. So gonna have to go on gear 3, slide around, and see the action of drifting to see how it turns out. Okay, gonna have to keep a good grip. Only down to 1 minute left. Okay, gonna have to keep a good position on the track. No need to get off. This is where the challenge starts right now, and see how you can handle this. Oh yeah, looks like gonna have to keep a good nitro to be up and running. 30 seconds, and there goes the 3rd lap entered. Oh yeah, so much good and feel alive. I hope the spectators really love to see some 1 drip car to go in action. rather than going on straight, because ever long lasting drip for only exactly for a few minutes is gonna have to take in and out.
That's
So,
how you do it.
there you go.
Cheeto's got nothing on you.
There you go, and that is so very close to have 700,000 points. Awesome, very indeed awesome to have 692,087 points. Woo! First track is the beginner's work to go as a professional drifter. But you know, this might something else to have a very good, much more thrill of excited to have a good course around to have the first track. This may be looked to be similar to be as an oval speedway circuit. But differently, this one is being uncurved to have a part of the oval track. For having the next part of the vehicle and event is going to be a major priority to be on Dominion Frozen. So let's have a good stop by to get in onto the main Babylon spot. This will have to take much more better to see how a different drip discipline vehicle will be set and go for the action. The creator's DeLorean DMC-12 Auto Drift, a 1981 road car, is now actually to be part of the creator's brand. But this car is actually to have a most finest tuner modification is being designed by the French driver Alexandre Caldron, which features an altered body kit, exposed engine, unique interior with a blue roll cage, turquoise rims, and a gray paint job with decals. Just to be part as episode 2 from Motorflix Season 6 in Dominion Frozen. This one comes in for free as a premium Motor Pass exclusive bundle that might be quite very good to be as the most fine original that compares to the street racing and monster truck discipline counterparts. But this one that does not feature to have a full customization, but compatible on vanities for sure. This one is much more classic to have the original is now being stated to have a wide body modification is now being seen on the front fenders. So let's give it a test, and performance is now being amped up to go on the hot head in 80% and pure on 73%. So let's test this good DeLorean out and go for the second track. Change event and same location as engine turns on. But you know, this might have to be optionally to be well quick presentation, so this event might be courtesy to be using on the Forsberg Racing on the Nissan 370Z Pro Drift. But especially temporarily to be used on the Live Summit event is actually to be well made and just go for only one drift vehicle. So let's go and do the second track. I almost forgot one other thing about the first and second track to be using with the Forsberg Racing Nissan 370Z Pro Drift. That could be quite very exclusive, and see how you can handle this to be going drift like a pro. As ever said to be on the first track, the second track is going to become advanced level for drift discipline drivers. Okay, gonna have to keep a good grip and stay steady. Okay, that's good. This event can actually last longer for only 2 laps when doing a chain combo on the drift. So there you go, 1 minute left. Let's keep that 370Z up and running. Follow the combo and keep a good torque on the speed. Okay, there goes the outside. Gonna have to keep a good, exactly long chain to go endurance. Down to 30 seconds. This is gonna be a one heck of a ride and one excited of the drift. Okay, almost there. 5 seconds and give it what for. So very good and driftastic. 657,118 points. Superb run. Alright, very good. And second track is passed by the event on Drift Discipline for having another part for a brand new event. Also, of course, because what if there will be having a third track is actually to be all together by having a combo with first and second track. Maybe let's just give it a go and have the DeLorean Out of Drift Edition to be step in and see how it works perfectly. But after all, this will be doing well tested to be on free mode after taking first and second track on Drift Discipline to be set by courtesy used. So let's try this and give the Out of Drift Edition to the DeLorean DMC-12 by creators. Okay, let's get the show on the road and do the full course to see how it turns out to go for drifting the DeLorean in free mode. Great Scott! The DeLorean comes express and field drifting to be excited. But I still got some vanity is now being electrified to go for the underglow and electric arc impact to be on the smoke. But don't forget, the arc nitro is being packed up to go for the electrifying nitro. This test is all about mastering the combo of first and second track on the drift park. Okay, ground drift on the record to be highlighted to be seen. Now, going around and do the first lap to be set on the roll. Much more fantastic to see that DeLorean drift like a true professional and a masterpiece for a creator. But I cannot believe it, this livery is very much more uniquely to be well creative to see how the French driver is actually to come up with some good fast creativity to this DeLorean. But my appraisal is actually to have a good 100.1% is going much exactly to be carried out by over 88 miles per hour. But it has the elements from Back to the Future and drifting alike. Okay, going full electric nitro. Carb up and do that final turn. Okay, last step. Gonna have to give one more lap remaining. It's always about doing one good detour session from the previous, and that drifting does matter to go action. Okay, looks like that should be good enough to have some few forwards. Okay, here comes the next turn. Yeah, that's very good. Well, impressive and well done. Okay, looks like that's it for now. This will be the only time to have the first and second track to be well featured to be using with the Forsberg Racing Nissan 370C and of course the DMC DeLorean 12 Outer Drift made by creators. That's how two events in one car is actually to be well tested to see how good you are to be well enabled and see how you can go on without any of your favorite cars. only one car and 2 drip events onto the drip park on different layout location in each part of sessions. Whew. Talk about having a one quick stop to have 2 drip vehicles for this part of the video segment. So let's get back and continue on in Dominion-Forsberg by having a progress in 55%. So let's go number 6. Heading over to be at Lakeside Motorsport Park to be going on normal difficulty. And that will be the perfect time to go for having a better 350C drip car is being used by Chris Forsberg back from 2008. But still, it has a most prized possession for having his part of the vehicle collection is now being served to be well see some good talented drifters like him. So let's change up the options and parts. So I'll have to go for having a good 2009 350C Roadster is now being seen to have an amp up on 190 per level to go up in about 240 that carries out 700 horsepower and top speed 192 miles per hour. Very good to have a good ordinary Roadster is now being outfitted to have a NOS energy drink livery and a car number 64. Technically, this vehicle is quite very good to be amazed by Chris Forsberg as being entered a Formula Drift back from 2009. This is part what this 350C Roadster is all about. By becoming a rookie and becoming the world's most all-time best and turns into a full professional world championship drip racer is actually to have this vehicle is still yet to be remained to have a good part of the collection in the Crew 2. Gonna have to test this out and go with a all out and go on number 6. So I'll have to stop here and be amazed. Lakeside Motorsport Park is going to be a bit more challenging to go on the left and right by the corners of turns. Let's give it what I've been prepared to do this. Go like a pro as a rookie.
After the bridge, there's a 360 turn. Time to pull up a nice drift.
Okay, 360 turn. That's what Chris Forsberg says. Just gonna have to get yourself prepared and do some slight turns to go on the left and right on the apexes whenever you see it. Okay, very good. But it needs to do some work. I know this car is actually to have a good, valuable rookie beginner's work to see this 350C. Okay, climbing up. Try to do 1 lap and then enter lap number 2. Down to a minute left. Let's keep up the apexes and slide on each turns. Times 187. That should be good enough, and do racking up points. The drivetrain is actually to be served as an FR layout. Very good identification and will build for speed. Now coming in, keep that grip and slide steady.
Good job! You handle all that power very well.
Heck yes! I've always been planned and go like a novice and become like a good, true pro drifter. Okay, that's good. That's 655,367 points to beat Chris Forsberg's main objective by 25,500. Correction and true drifting successor. By the difference between the Nissan 350C Roadster and a 370C become a Pro Drift. but it has different generations on each part of the Nissan C cars is actually to be built to this day. But after all, the differences and similarity for each kinds of models and liveries to be alike. But still, it has a lot of good heritage to see this 350C Roadster driven by Chris Forsberg by participate in Formula Drift. So now gonna have to proceed to be clear from number 6. Then let's go on to number 7. Okay, progress in 66%. This time it's about to go on to have a different track layout in Lakeside Motorsport Park. It's about time to get ready and do a different Nissan 370C to have a street racing discipline to go on Dominion Edition. So let's go back to the same Papillon spot and get myself prepared. It's about to go by recommend vehicle to be preferred by using any Nissan vehicles including Forsberg Racing. Going back to be on filters in the brand. Alright, now this will be having a good exclusive vehicle from Dominion Kings as a live summit event. So I hope you guys have already got this one to be part as a platinum rank. Very good to have a different kind of livery variation to have a NOS Energy Drink, Motegi Racing, GT Radical, and other decals all together. But this one that does not yet to be included to have some customization, but even the vanity as well to be well compatible to be fully customized. So everything's all set to have some different set of vanities on the tires, underglow, windows, and nitro, along with a drip cam is about to be set and go on recording in racing. So I'll have to test the Dominion Edition to the Nissan 370C and go for a real challenge. I've been waiting for this moment, you guys. Only one street racing 370C to be set and go for having a 3-lap time attack. So let's kick it to the high gear.
Heads up, coming out of the tunnel, there's a tough set of turns waiting for you.
Alright. Plain and simple. It's going to be set in daytime because the track itself is about to be wet. So brace yourself, folks. Only 3-lap on Lakeside Motorsport Park to have a track layout. All you might need to do, drive fast, brake well, and go clean. As much more impressive to see a third Nissan 370C is going to be titled as Dominion Edition. Unlike the Rallycross and Drift Discipline counterpart version to have the same car with a different livery variation is actually to be part of Dominion Forsberg. But this was used to be part as a summit reward vehicle to go in as an exclusive to be participate for having 3 faces, and the final step is going to have to get this one to be received for free. But I still kind of like about this car and the livery to be participate for having a good Dominion Forsberg event to be using on street race disciplines. So the first lap down, on to lap number 2. It's going well. Gonna have to stay on track and keep a good sightseeing view out there to be right past on Salt Lake City. Okay, go for the grip. 15.8 seconds on the last update. Yeah, that's good. Coming up onto the last turn on the blind. Hit the nitro and move on in the third and final lap. We're almost there, folks. Progression in 77%. Gonna have to keep going faster and clean well. And do that last step to go for having a main straightaway to go short. Okay, very well on the handling and the power of the speed.
That's it. Keep a firm handle on that wheel.
Okay, coming in. And full successful by 3 minutes, 12.159 seconds without Nitro Chemist. So very good to have the Nissan 370C as a Dominion edition to be part of Forsberg Racing. The 6 cars for having a good valuable collection, and that is doing more fine fantastic like the Gold Leader C. So I bet the similarity to be on street racing, drift, and rallycross discipline to the Nissan 370C to be part of the Forsberg Racing Team brand. But actually, that could be quite true correction and find successful to have some different track layouts on every time attack events, including drift as well. So gonna have to get back onto the options and do for number 8. I almost there, folks. Penultimate is coming up and just yet to have the final step to get closer to have the progress in 77%. Let's check again on the events list. Alright, so 5 Kings Casino in Las Vegas, Eagle Falls in the south, Monuments in the Mountain States along with Lakeside. Next up, one location is going to be going into the west coast of California. Number 8 of Dominion Forsberg to go in the Black Rib Motorsport Park. Quick travel and set up and be ready for having an 8 penultimate before the 9th stage is going to have to be ready for having a touring car discipline to have a 3-lap challenge to go closer towards the end. So gonna have to be patient, and here we are now. Arriving in Black Mount in the Mountain States. But still, right next to be coming in closer to be in the state of California. So automatically quick switch and grab the Nissan 370C East African Safari C. I'm all pumped up and get back to do a 3-lap time attack to go rally racing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
When you come up to the big dirt ramp, push your nitro hard.
Alright, dirt ramp it is. This will be having a most important challenge ever yet, folks, as you may ever gonna have to save the nitro before coming up onto the dirt ramp. Push it real hard and try to make a good clear straight to be making a good approach onto the main straight track at the touchdown. So I had to take 3 laps, but here it is. Brace yourself, it's about to go extreme jump. Right crossing into the bridge platform and keep on going. Okay, checkpoint cleared to steady up. It's all clear and do a pattern of power slide. Okay, much more ventilated. Okay, looks like Chris Forsberg's ghost car is coming from behind. Gonna have to stay up ahead and make my time to go mark on the objective. Okay, here it comes. This time, without nitro. All you need to do is gonna to save plenty of nitro if you really have some nitro chemists to be prepared yourself for having a one daring extreme stunt. As I'm about to get closer to the final lap, this is it. Just in a matter of few paces and few tight turns corner left remaining, the third and final lap is gonna get closer, but the East African Safari Sea is almost there to have a full capacity to be set and get ready to take the final part. But this is it. Gonna do it. And Airborne Extreme. Very close call. Now, gonna have to take a good proceed forward by the finish line.
There's still tread on those tires. Burn them up.
Alright, that's good. Under 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 53.712 seconds is all clear. Now that's a very good rallycross time attack to go for 3 laps, folks. Now let's get back to the free drive and do the final part on touring car for number 9. Gonna have to send the loot over to the headquarters on mailbox. Get back onto activities. Check again. Alright. Looks like 88%. Looks like this will have to take one last step of the further notice to go on the different track layout in Black Rib Motorsport Park. Touring car discipline, here I come, and this will be the final event on Dominion Forsberg before moving on into Frozen on episode 2. I have to get myself prepared and get ready for everything. So let's hop back in and grab the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 Forsberg Racing variation. Alright, I'll have to pick the R35 and I'm all set and good to go. This is it, folks. The final race and final 3-lap time attack to be set and go for the green light. So let's go.
Just before the big climb, you'll have to manage a tough chicane.
Alright. The plan is simple. Manage to do the hill climb whenever you see a tough chicane. That's how the Nitro is going to help you out to gain enough speed and make your mark to have one event in every 3 laps to go clear. If possible, form up as a crew whenever you're going to have to race together as a team. That's how one event for players and one condition of a challenge is going to be set yourself on the main time of progression and do a perfect line to go matter. So gonna do step up and keep up the good line. Elevate on the mountains to go inside the caves. There's the chicane. Much more similar to Chicane of Death from Dragon Trail Seaside. Alright, coming down. Lap number 2. Now go by full nitro and stay on top of it. Yeah, that's good. Very much more indeed. Halfway there is almost at 50% right here, right now. Okay, going back hill climbing. Hit the nitro. Okay, do the same part. No contact allowed. One more lap to go. This has got to be it. Okay, just 20% to go. We still got this, folks. And I still got this. Okay, going by braking. Okay, do the apex inside turn. Crossing the bridge. Okay, looks like doing well. One more push.
Good work with the throttle. Now hammer down.
Got it. And done. 3 minutes, 10.593 seconds. We did it, folks. We just finally finished number 9 of Dominion-Forsberg to have 100% complete. So good, so challenging, and yet of course for having a conclusion for this part of today's video segment is now being saved for last. Very good choice, and much more exactly to have a last call to be on the reminder before moving on in Dominion Frozen. We're having a good temperature, but it's about to get much more cold and chill because we're in the fall season. Before taking the next month on December, it's going to be winter. But we still actually love to have all kinds of good tracks around in America as part of the Dominion-Forsberg update from the previous. But yet, currently to have some few updates ago until now, because that is quite very more excellent, excited, and even yet, the race creator itself from Season 9, Episode 1 of American Legends. So let's have a good quick pit stop right over here and go to the options to have a one last check on activities. Okay, looks like 100% complete on normal difficulty. But it's not yet over. We can come back and participate at any time to be on hard and ace difficulty to have 9 Dominion-Forsberg event to be on drip, touring car, street race, and rallycross discipline. But still more to come because standard event and Motorflix event as well to start out to be on every part of the theme episode and different season. So next up, Dominion Frozen is about to get ready and ride on for having a time attack in Absolute Zero. But there's going to have street race, hypercar, rallycross, and touring car once again. But there's no need to have motorcycles allowed for having an icon, but this will be having a 4-car only to be on the main suggestions that you might need to keep a good traction steady on the icy track. Same location as before with different layouts, but I hope this is going to have to take a practice after doing some live summit events and go on to be proceed in the next video on part 67. Time to wrap this up before at the end of the video, folks. I'll have to take some time and wait to do some minor updates for my channel to go on trimming and doing some minor changes from the previous. But after all, still yet to be on standby before starting out to have American Legend from Season 5 in Episode 1 and 2 from Motorflix will begin to do some clues and find some discoveries and treasures itself. Just like vanities and story reward cards is what we might need to do to add it to our collection. But the quest is about to go on the beginning, and we still got some more race event to go to have some action and go for having a standard competition. So thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2, folks. Glad that you really enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more to see for my image artwork like UDRS liveries, Bish and Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again at the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.